tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello, hello. It's the AfterBuzz TV Foster's After Show. Tonight we're talking about Season 3, Episode 13, called If and When. And here to help us is Jordan Rodrigues.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
And hello to the musical cue of your entrance. There's that song we love.
There it is. I was like, oh, all right. I didn't even realize it didn't come on until it came on, and then I was like, oh yeah, we usually have music at the beginning, don't we?
Because Jeff's voice is like butter. You just listen.
Oh, I get it all the time. So it's good to see you. Thanks for coming back.
Woohoo!
Absolutely. Yeah, we're excited to see you on the show, especially in the singing more.
Yes.
The R&J musical. Do we know when that's going to happen on the show? Is it like the finale? Or is
No. It's actually episode 19, so
this is 13.
Yeah, it's the episode before the cliffhanger.
All of us are doing like the subtraction in our head.
Yeah.
We've got a couple more weeks.
Just if we could like just toot my horn for like 3 seconds. I've been wanting the Foster's Family musical since day one, so
Yes.
I'm on board.
Oh yeah.
Roll the tape, guys. Who said it?
Roll tape. We'll talk about the episode. Let's do some intros though. I'm Jeffrey Masters. I tweet from Jeff Masters 1.
I'm Hannah Prichard, and I tweet from @TheHotShotDude.
I'm Stephanie Giorgi. I tweet from @Stephanie Giorgi.
And I'm Jillian Leff. I tweet from @Jillian Leff. And be sure to tweet us live during the show right now. You can either tweet me, again, that's @Jillian Leff, or you can use the hashtag ABTVFosters, and I'll be checking that periodically. We love to share what you have to say, too.
We do. If you're not listening right now, we tape every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. PST. You can tweet with us. You can also tweet and comment on YouTube after the fact. Subscribe there. Subscribe on iTunes. We love hearing from you. And we'll just go ahead and say thank you for those comments.
Thanks.
So let's jump into the R&J storyline. We had the audition today. We saw Talia.
Mm-hmm. Which I don't know. Did we know she could sing?
I didn't.
I mean, like, in real life, yeah, I knew she could sing.
Okay,
but
really?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, just because some other stuff that she's done, and she's actually on Aquarius right now. She's been shooting it for a while, that David Duchovny show.
Oh, yeah.
I think she plays Charles Manson's daughter.
Nice.
I could be making that up completely, but she's definitely on it because I saw her post on Instagram today. So yeah, but I did hear that she could sing.
You know who else could sing? Jillian Leff.
Oh.
On the spot.
I just thought about it right now, that one time that she just like busted out a run, and I was like, what? Jilly, you're supposed to tell us these things.
I take requests. You can find me on Snapchat @Jilly Leff. I'll sing you whatever you want.
Oh my god, what a promise.
Yeah.
Oops, make Jordan sing for us. Come on, stop.
I'm gonna Snapchat you right now.
Oh, no! So you gotta request a song,
Yeah.
and I will sing it back for you.
Okay.
Do you need to request something right now?
Man,
Can we just make her just sing now?
She'll
Yeah,
do
just
it.
sing now.
Okay.
No!
Are you really going to? Yes.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town?
Dun, dun.
And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz.
Yeah.
No, a whoopee spot.
She's gonna keep
where
going.
the gin is cold, the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
Thank you.
That was so good.
I did musical theater.
I did musical theater.
So I'm really into this Romeo and Juliet musical.
Yes.
And I got to see the version that Jordan did at the Rockwell,
Right, we
which
saw
was
it.
amazing in LA.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see that come to reality.
And
I'm happy I made that come true.
thank you for doing that.
You're
It's so
welcome.
exciting. Wait, speaking of that show, though, it's hard for me, too, since it's like the same production team, to separate that show from this show.
Yeah.
So when they're talking about Mariana being Juliet, I was like, wait, where's Ashley?
Oh, yeah. Well, she's going to be in it.
She in the...
I mean...
But do we know what role?
Right, so how's that gonna work? Because I know it's a musical episode, but you all are doing a musical, so are people gonna be singing outside of the musical in the show, and it's a full musical episode?
Are you allowed
I
to
mean,
say?
there's more characters.
People have been posting about it online, so you guys know who's coming back,
Yeah.
who's joining the cast, and so you, yeah, it's basically, yeah, everyone's singing, and
okay.
everyone will be singing. It's
in and
usually,
out of the, like, performance.
mainly in the performance.
Okay.
There might be some like rehearsal songs and all
Okay,
that
great,
stuff.
great,
but-
great.
Yeah, sorry, just to clarify what you're saying, I believe you can like confirm this. It's only within the musical. It's
Okay.
not a musical episode, it's an episode about a musical.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's not
Oh
like
yes,
Grey's Anatomy.
yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
not that Grey's Anatomy.
So
where
our
everyone
dreams
sings.
have not been realized.
Well,
Yes.
my dreams are. I wasn't so specific in my dreams that they still answered them. What were you going to say, Steph?
No, I had a question for Jordan. Was this the first time we heard you sing by yourself on the show? Yes, on the Fosters?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I even had to ask him afterwards. I'm like, was that your voice? Because it was really good.
Yeah, it was really,
I
really
wasn't
good.
sure, only because recently I've met other actors who've had to sing on the show, but it wasn't them singing.
Yeah.
On this show?
No, not on this one, on a different
Right.
one.
Oh man, please share.
Like, how did that happen where they cast just all these musically talented people on the show without the knowledge?
I don't know. I mean, they didn't really know I sang, like, or that I wanted to kind of pursue singing.
Yeah.
Before I joined the Romeo and Juliet cast for the Rockwell performance. So they kind of called me in on a whim that they just, thought I might sing, and then they cast me, so...
Wait, but
Yeah.
that was after the Fosters, right? So
Yes.
you were in like the Brandon and Lou and your band.
Yeah.
Oh, but they still didn't know you could sing.
Nah.
That is crazy.
I just play guitar.
And when they called you in for R&J at the Rockwell, they had no idea you could sing. We're just kind of like, hey, come in, let's see what
Yeah.
happens.
Pretty much.
That's awesome.
That is awesome, yeah.
They knew, like, I wrote music and all that stuff, but
Yeah.
they never heard my voice before because it's not anywhere. Like, I never recorded anything or anything.
What
Wow.
a pleasant surprise for
I
them.
sang today, so I feel like you need to put up some covers on YouTube.
Or that you need to
Just
sing now.
saying.
I'm just saying as well.
Well, I have started putting up some covers, not a lot, but I want to be a bit more consistent with it. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure the fans will enjoy.
Could we tempt you for a little showcase right now?
Oh,
No,
no.
we cannot.
Boys, no.
That was the look
Dang
you
it.
gave at me and Mariana when you're like, that was great. What'd you say?
Next time I'll bring my guitar and I'll prepare some.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna hold
That's,
you to
that's
it.
a deal.
Yeah.
You said though you are like actively pursuing a music career as well.
Yeah, I mean, I started playing live gigs last year. It was just something that I really wanted to do, and I started playing at bars and just like started writing because I always wrote music, and I just wanted to play in front of a live audience with just me and my guitar. And then I kind of got really interested in like the recording side of things. So I don't know. And this has happened on the Fosters, so it's kind of spurred everything. So I'm kind of taking it a bit more seriously now. Yeah.
Good.
That
That's
is so
exciting.
exciting.
It is. Especially when you get a good
Thanks,
response. I feel like
people.
now you are comfortable to take it more serious. Correct?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Before it was more of a hobby, and now
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Sure.
I'm loving the process of it.
That's awesome.
Sweet. This is an answer that you probably can't answer. So for the panel, what are we hoping to see in the Matt and Mariana land of relationships? Are we still rooting for them? Are we past
Yes.
that?
I'm excited to see sparks fly. I hope
Me
they
too.
do. We kind of saw like they went in for a kiss, but we didn't see any lip connection. So hopefully that happens because I know there are many Matiana stans
Yes.
on Twitter, and they love that. Also, I'm just tired of seeing them both so mopey.
Yeah.
And also that guy that's friends with what the heck is his
Nick?
name? Nick. No. He said nice rack to her. Psh.
Yeah.
Matt, she needs to be with Matt. Like,
Yeah.
come on. No.
Absolutely.
No.
Matt was so good to her also last season. Like the
But-
therapy you took her to.
So cute.
But apparently this time he says that, or she says that he's no Romeo. So I want to know what you did that makes her think that way now.
Well, I mean, it could have been anything. He could have not done anything, and she just wanted to play the tough part. I have a question, since all of you have seen the show. So I know that the words are changed, but is there anything, that's exact to the play? Or excuse me, not exact, but like that is the actual words?
It's basically Romeo and Juliet's storyline with just kind of more dot points. So the scenes are shorter, and it's more about I think more about the songs, which is all original music by Brad Hooks, and it's kind of more of a condensed version.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we actually have a fan question. This comes from @I'mSoBrowly. They say, are we going to see any of Jordan's dance academy skills in Romeo and Juliet?
Ooh, I don't know if I can say that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh.
I mean,
He's willing to tease people.
it's a musical. There's obviously going to be choreography. That can mean anything. It can mean blocking, but there might be some kicks here and there. But
Yeah.
Some kicks.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm trying to see you do an attitude, get there. What?
I mean, from what I know about social media and following the cast, they had some really intense rehearsals and they were exhausted. So I'm thinking there's a lot of movement involved, which could be really exciting for us.
There's a lot of choreography.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, bring that dance team in. Ooh. Where's Caitlin? Caitlin Carter. Okay, while we're having fun, I'd like to just take it down a notch. If you could discuss Steph.
Oh my God.
It's a major update. The way that they left it, she's fairly set on getting a double mastectomy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really emotional for me. More so to see Steph's mother, hit her.
Yeah.
I'm kind of waiting for someone to break down a little bit. This is big news, and I feel like no one has. Everyone's trying to be very composed about it and not freak everyone else out, because they've had so many problems. They're like, oh, we know how to handle this, when they're not just letting them naturally deal with it.
Well, the kids don't know yet, right?
Yeah, which is another reason why
Yeah.
they're holding it together. Excuse me.
I think once they know, there will be meltdowns.
Okay.
For sure, right?
Yeah. I think, I know, I agree. I think they're trying to stay strong for each other while they figure out what they want to do. And while at the moment it's not life-threatening, although it could potentially become that, they're just trying to hold it together. But I agree with what you said, Steph. That final scene with Annie Potts, we're used to seeing Steph as the strong one, as the mother, and watching Annie Potts mother her was just really affecting.
Do you think the moms went on a little trip or something in the next episode because they were seen in a pool?
Yeah.
Do you think they went away to talk about things, since it's probably really hard to talk in the house, no?
Sure.
I didn't think about that.
I don't know.
And it's not even they'd have to go far. I mean, there's plenty of places in San Diego they could have gone, so.
Yeah.
No, honestly, the moments just broke my heart. I mean, for Steph, having to carry all of that weight on her shoulders for so long. I mean, she got that letter, we don't really know what the time frame was, but she got the letter and she hid it, and I really thought she was going to keep it hidden for longer, and I'm kind of glad that she... I feel like the AJ thing, once that door closed and she got Ty, I felt like, that door closed and now she can focus on herself. Because like we said last week, it's that mom thing. You got to focus on family, and you sort of forget about who you are and what's about, your life and stuff.
Yeah, I have to say, though, I'm a little bit confused about what's going to happen. Because right now it seems like she's set on getting the mastectomy, which... And yet, we know from social media and other things that Teri Polo has cut her hair very short, which we kind of made the assumption being because of chemo for the show, and they had to cut it, radiation. Yeah. So I don't know if radiation comes with mastectomies, and I'm pretty sure they don't. So I don't know if maybe it's too late or she has already. I don't know how that's going to all play out.
Yeah, I wanted the same thing.
Yeah, it seems like it's just going to be really complicated.
That's so weird for this show.
I know, it's crazy. There's so many. It's going to be very tear-jerking too. I would assume that we're going to be really crying because we haven't really had those raw emotional moments. I mean, I was a little sad when Connor left and Jude was, obviously really sad.
Yeah, but they didn't even give us the opportunity to feel sad.
Yeah, I'm still mad about that.
There hasn't been an emotional moment, except this episode, with Steph's mom, and what also got me emotional? The scene between Steph's mom and her boyfriend.
Yes.
That was so freaking
That
cute.
was really cute.
I'm Valentine's Day's around the corner. Someone love me like that. I'm gonna show my boyfriend you're so, come come on, be cute like this.
I also love that, like, when they treat audiences like smart people, which I like to believe we are.
Yeah.
So that it wasn't just like making us assume that like that relationship is perfect and that like somebody younger would date somebody older and like that they would never address it. So the fact that she was like, "What do you see in me?" and they talked about it, I just thought was like smart, but also like really again affecting.
Yeah, likewise, I agree. I was happy that we were able to hear his side of why. I mean, we could probably see why she'd be into him. I mean, cute, younger guy, whatever. Mm-hmm. But it was nice to hear him say that she has the spirit of someone 10 years younger than him and that he overheard her say before, because she didn't say it in front of him, "Oh, it's just a fling."
Yeah.
He knows how she thinks, and, you know, when we're older, we kind of think the way we want to, and so it was nice for him to be like, it's not just a fling.
Yeah.
Also, we rag on ladies all the time for being cougars. Like, cougars like such a bad word, but I mean, he really likes her, so good for her. Rare.
Yeah, I like what she said. Like, this is not a fling.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Really a cool character that I just didn't expect. I also didn't expect to like so much.
Right.
You know, I didn't expect to have any opinions about him.
He was a nice mediator, right? I feel like he kind of made everything nice and balanced. I like that he said, the RV worked, I just didn't want you to leave your daughter in the middle of an argument.
He's very calm. It's that Tai Chi he does.
Yeah.
And that oil.
Must be that
cannabis oil.
Must be that vegan diet, too, you know?
Last week I was saying that I thought I read that Annie Pasa's husband had directed a couple, and I looked it up. So I was right, which is my favorite sentence. And he has directed 2 episodes so far. His name's James Heyman, and one of his episodes was the wedding episode called I Do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
So anytime I can just like tell the viewers that like I was right, we just like to reiterate that.
Yes, of course. And we appreciate it. Thank you.
I was like, So on the subject of Steph, she has been on a mission all season to find out who was involved with the car crash, and we found out it was Ty to find Ty. And she went to Arizona to get him and AJ.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. Like, I like the way that it ended, the whole thing, because I really thought that Steph was going to go in on him.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I really thought she was. I thought she was going to go after him, and it's a little refreshing to know that Steph listened to what Mike had to say and has somewhat of a heart. You know, she's not as cold as she puts on.
Well, it could not to be like too psychological. It could be like the hard time that she's going through with her like potential cancer, and it's like softening her, and like that changes people.
That's true.
I think that she also needed to recognize that kids do, you know, make mistakes. Thank God Brandon has made plenty where they made a point with that. And then also, I'm happy that she did take the Ty thing serious, because at the end of the day, as much as he may have been close for comfort, it happened. He needs to suffer the consequences.
Yeah. Really crazy. Also, though, Callie's the one who told Steph that about AJ being in Arizona. I think that was a huge step for Callie, like in her growth as a character who just wants to do things on her own, and problems happen and she solves them, to go to Steph to ask for help. That was just a complete like change around, and I was like so proud of her.
Yeah, but now the trust is lost. Callie storms up the stairs like, you know, the moody high schooler that she is. And I'm like, yeah, Callie, moody Callie's back. Like, I love this. She was too happy. She was too happy, you know. Well, I think she'll get even more mad when she finds out who has been chatting her.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I knew that kid was going to do something weird like that.
Okay, wait. So let's see. So, Jordan, you sort of got like a initial taste of what this season is about tonight. What did you think of Jude's friend, Jack, first impression? Because this is the first time you're seeing the character.
Yeah, the first time seeing his character on screen was very interesting. He's an incredible actor straight off the bat. That's what I thought. But yeah, his character is very strange.
Something's up, right?
Yeah, something's up. I mean, I know why, but like
He's
it's
like,
so hard to.
I have a guess.
So fans have been tweeting me all week, and they think that Jack is somewhere on the autism spectrum.
Yeah, I think he has Asperger's.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think all of his
a lot
social
of the fans have been
interactions
saying
indicate
that,
it.
which is, I mean, I guess if everyone's in agreement that that's what this is, you know, go ahead. We're gonna find out, obviously.
I could see it being that, and because he's always been in the system, he's never been able to get medical help or be seen to be diagnosed. However, I don't know. I know Oh my gosh. And I have another thing that's comparable to remember how you always laugh at me for having the same life?
Yes.
Anyways.
So actually, somebody just tweeted at me. Who tweeted this? Angel Vanna, at Angel Vanna. She just tweeted me pictures of Jack from probably next week's episode, and it looks like he's been abused.
Yeah.
He has marks all over his stomach and cuts, so it looks like he's been punched.
I can't watch.
Yeah, I don't think that it's Asperger's or
I don't
autism.
either.
I think it's just being part of the foster system. And I was going to say that when growing up, I had my aunt and uncle who took foster kids. The last one that made them decide they were never going to take kids again was abused also, and he lashed out one day and kind of went crazy on my little cousin, like my actual blood cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she was like, it broke our heart because when they had to call the police and, you know, the Child Protective Services to get him out of the house, he was begging not to go, but she's like, no, but he was a danger to my son. And so it's just one of those things where you don't, one thing can trigger and they're just, they're scarred. It's just...
yeah, and obviously, like, there's, like, when you're abused that young, it messes you up for so long.
And Callie was so smart to say that. She's like, no, whoa, relax, Jude. Like, everyone thought we were weird.
Yeah.
Also.
And they're using the word weird to, like, describe him right now, but, I mean, I think that everything indicates Asperger's. I think a lot of, like, people with Asperger's can't, like, pick up on different social cues and, like, a lot of, like, social things that I think Jack exhibits. But what do you think, Hannah? You are disagreeing?
I more so think what Stephanie thinks. I don't think it's Asperger's. I just think he doesn't have a good living situation, and he hasn't been raised properly to even understand his age range. So, like, things that, yes, people who have Asperger's struggle with, but I don't think his reason is because of Asperger's. I just think it's his social situation that he's been raised in.
Yeah, although I'm getting tweets on both sides of it, I just want to read tweets from the other side, since we had mentioned sort of like a social cue issue before. Lily White said, it's been said that he's been abused by other boys in his foster home. Lauren Rodriguez said, I'm glad Callie put Jude in his place. Jack is being abused by other group mates in next week's episode. So clearly they're up on it more than we are. But the actor himself, it's kind of like a mix, because personally I've never, you know, seen a young actor portray someone that's been abused by their foster family. I think it's weird that he just wants to sit and play video games and focus on that. I feel like maybe it has to do with him just wanting to be in the house. I don't know what the Callie thing is. That sort of really bothers me. Like, why, if he is just being abused by his foster brothers, I don't understand why he's pretending to be another person. Clearly he has feelings for Callie. He stopped playing video games. He looked her in the eye, which he never does with anyone else. And maybe it's because she, you know, talked to him at that event and really left an impression on him, and, you know, he feels like he needs to be allied with her, or he's become, you know, like a little bit obsessed with her. I don't know, but I'm excited to see what this character is, especially because Jude apologized and he sort of let him back in the fold after he got rid of him.
Yeah, I have no idea what his plan is with Callie. Like, I agreed with you, Steph. Like, I could kind of, like, make the assumption that maybe it was him, but I have no idea why he would do that.
Yeah.
And if he does not have Asperger's, I think, like, that will be okay. Sorry. I won't be, like, mad. We might try to... I need 10 minutes to think about what I'm going to say. No, I just think that if he doesn't, it would still make sense to me the way he behaves socially, because, like he verbalized, he said he has never had a real friend before.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know how to navigate that.
At Blue Trainer 98 said, honestly, Jack just needs someone to show him love.
Yeah. I totally think that's it. And I think that we've gotten into a really bad habit to put a title on a lot of things, like ADD, ADHD, you know, Asperger's. You know, everyone who knows me could say that I have ADHD, but whatever, I never went to go check for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it is what it is. People are just the way that they are, and you can easily develop, like, awkward social cues by just your surroundings.
Social anxiety, you can get that from anything. Let's see. So Sarah Fortin 4 said, do you think it's possible that Mike could foster Jack?
That's a great idea.
I wondered the same thing, because I feel like they're presenting this character in a way where somebody's going to need to take him under their wing. And I'm like, well, the fosters can't keep adopting everybody.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
somebody will have to reach out.
If AJ is being sent back, right? So we, you know, they said that in the episode and Callie ran upstairs. then that leaves Mike open to create his online dating profile, which he said that he's going to do. But also possibly foster Jack. Jordan, what do you think it would be like if he took Jack in? Like,
I don't
as far
know,
as you
to
know,
be
like
honest.
who Mike is as a character. Because
I
I feel like him and AJ mesh.
Yeah, exactly. I think, I mean, Mike has just a really good fatherly figure, like instincts with the kids. I mean, with AJ obviously, but I don't know. Like, I think he'd be really good for Jack. I don't know. I like people mesh with different people. You know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
I think it'd be great. Remember the scenes last season when Mike was playing basketball with Jesus? It was just like such a nice, like fatherly, like influence on him, which we'll get to later. He's like seeking, it seems like.
Right.
I just think that, like, again, Mike could have been such a boring cliche character, like the lesbian or ex-husband, like ha ha ha. But he's become such like a nice, like warm, like center to the show.
Absolutely.
And it could have easily just been like a cliche
Yeah.
thing.
And I think this would be a better situation for Mike, considering Jack is so young, so he has a little more time left to mold him, if you will, and kind of show him the right way, or the better way, if you will.
Yeah.
I also want to go back to what you said, Steph, about just like the effect of this on Jack. Like the fact that he is like quote unquote weird and people have not wanted to adopt him. Like how damaging is that to like a young kid's psyche when like parent after parent is like, no, we like don't want to bring you into our home. I just can't like imagine like how that affects somebody as they grow up.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't give you the confidence to be any better. It's one of those things where when you give someone the expectations of always failing, they're going to eventually just fail because they know that you don't expect better of them.
Yeah, you feel like damaged goods.
Exactly.
It's crazy. What do we all think about when Jude yelled at him?
It was nice to see Jude. You can change so quickly. He was that kid, but then you're in this house and you live this way, and that's why kids are the way that they are. So you almost can't even blame a bully, you know?
Yeah.
Because you can easily turn into that. And once you get used to a certain way, it's easier to see someone differently and then be annoyed by it.
But I also don't know what my reaction would have been if I saw someone in my parents' bed just like laying down.
I would have been. I think I would have acted like Jude. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he should be protective and not be like, oh, you know. 'Cause
But I just thought that was kind of like a heartbreaking part of the show.
It was.
Just, like he's never had like a parent's bed to lie down in, you know.
No, but also
Oh,
it looked
no.
really comfortable, and he just wanted to lay down. And
No, I think it's like deeper than that. It's like this is your parents, and I want parents, and I want great parents like this.
Yeah.
see, I thought it was like a safe thing. Like he felt safe because I mean, obviously we know wherever he's at right now, he's getting abused. So he obviously probably has never had a good night's sleep.
Right.
In this place. So I think he just saw something that looked really comfortable, and he was like, I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah. I think he probably just saw the bed and literally thought it was comfortable, sat down and fell asleep. But his social cues are not there. He's not thinking right. And I'm kind of happy Jude said that, because as much as kids can be mean, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I get that you've been through things, but don't do that. This is someone else's house. Like, you can still learn.
Yeah, we also don't know if he's in with a foster family, in a foster home, in like a Girls United type home. Like, we don't know actually what his home life is like and where he might be being abused.
Yeah.
Foster's fan 3 said, do you sense a romantic bond between Jack and Jude?
No, I mean, I thought
don't.
so, like, when they first introduced the character. I totally thought he was going to. But in a way, I actually think that Jack and Jude are kind of, like, using each other right now. In a comforting way, like, in a good way. But Jude blowing up on Jack kind of proved that there isn't really a friendship there, that they've just been, like, two bodies next to each other for, like, the past couple episodes. And, like, they're fine sitting there playing video games and not speaking to each other, but I think Jude finally hit that point where it's like, I feel like I'm being used a little bit because he wants to have a friend to talk to, and I'm sure Jack does as well. So I think him snapping will now give them cause to talk about other things and actually develop a real friendship with each other, or hopefully.
Somewhat a means of getting to know each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't see any romantic things happening.
No.
I also think that the show has a lot going on right now,
Yeah, we don't
and they
need
can't
more.
add in like one more thing like that.
No.
Be surprised with this show.
Oh, Jordan.
Every week.
Dropping
They can do
hints.
anything.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Can't have.
No, I think with like, I mean, I think that was really mature of what Jude said to Jack on the porch. That's like, I wouldn't have been able to say that at my age, but obviously they've both been through so much at such a young age. It's good to break that barrier with, you know, that serious conversation.
Yeah.
Like, that's wrong. You're overstepping, you know?
Yeah.
So I think, props to Jude.
Yeah.
And I'm happy. You're right. I'm happy also that he says, like, I just felt like you didn't want to be friends with me.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. Did you guys see in the scene in the kitchen where he was making the sandwiches and Callie came in? Callie never stood too close to him, but did you notice that Jude is now taller
Oh, yeah.
than Callie?
Yeah. He grew the F up.
I'm telling you, every time Hayden's here, I'll take a picture with him, and I have like the picture from the first season.
First one.
So now, and he looks completely different, and he's way taller than me. It's nice to see these kids grow up. It's like, it's really exciting. You know, you're growing up on TV.
It's crazy.
I know.
And he's like growing faster than his like body like let him. His like arms are so lanky.
Yeah.
It's just like so funny seeing somebody like who's like caught in that stage. 'Cause,
Right.
you know, it's not like a guest star we see like once in a while. It's like, oh my god, Jude.
Yeah. No, that is crazy because Hayden really was little, and this was at our old studio. Like everything, he was just like a baby.
He was a little
His
bit.
voice keeps dropping more too. Like I really noticed in this episode, and I loved it so much. It's turned into a little man.
One more tweet before we switch topics. At Alan TV Guy said, Jude has always been the little brother, and now he has a chance to help someone.
Yes.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's true. I think that's 100% true.
Because you could tell when the kid was like, "Can we play the crashing game?" and Jude laughed, and I think at that moment Jude understood what the dynamic of their relationship was going to be.
Right.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna just have to teach this kid.
I want Jude and Jack involved in the musical and like behind the scenes sense. Like I want them like pushing out the balcony and like in the all black in the dark, you know?
Yes.
Maybe. Who knows?
I'll send an email.
Okay, good.
I keep trying to look at you to see your reactions. Be like, "Oh, is it true?"
I tell you, we need all the help we can get.
Okay, I'll send them. Have you guys shot the, you said it's episode 19, we shot that musical scene episode yet?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Okay, that means that tells us nothing.
Biggest week of my
Curious.
life. We shot
really?
that about 3 to 4 weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Wait, sorry, what kind of week did you say?
The biggest week.
Oh, really?
I think the biggest week I've had on the Fosters ever.
Oh my god.
It's if you've seen like the Rockwell show, it's that on a bigger scale, a much bigger scale.
awesome.
So,
Actually, I'm super curious. So Bradley directed that episode.
yes.
How was that?
Yes.
Did he impress you?
He was very impressive. I mean, he knows the Romeo and Juliet he has in his mind back to front. It's been a dream of his since probably even before Foster's. Like, this is ages ago, and so now that he could finally bring it to life, he was over the moon and ecstatic. And you could tell by the way he was on set, and just he was hands on the whole time, and just even the behind the scenes things, like all the other scenes. It's like he's done this 1,000 times. So
He was ready.
yeah, I saw him the first day. I'm just like, you're killing it already. You're killing it first day. So I knew it was going to be a good week.
That's awesome. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Oh, Jordan.
No, I think he I saw him a couple of weeks ago, and he said, yep, just did the first edit. Got to cut down like half an hour. But, he's like, too long. But
No, give us a special.
I know. I'm like, can we get the special?
Right.
The online exclusive?
I think they were
Netflix
thinking
extra?
of doing something like that, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure if that's still happening.
They did the winter special. We could do like an hour and a half, like season finale.
Like behind behind the curtain, the Fosters.
Behind the
musical.
curtain.
Yeah.
And how many original songs is in that episode?
I don't know off the top of my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my gosh.
There's
They're
a
gonna
lot.
have to do an album. You guys are totally gonna have to release like a soundtrack. No, I'm dead serious. I'm like, so you're gonna have a Foster's like soundtrack for that R&J episode.
This is
People
so
do that.
exciting.
They need to have that.
Absolutely.
Well,
No, they're going to
if the
be
band
done.
had the album, why not? They released it on iTunes. What was the band called? You with Lou and
Someone's little sister.
Yeah, someone's little sister. How could I forget?
Her little sister.
But the song, like, was it Outsiders or something?
Outlaws?
Outlaws, out something.
Yes, Jeff Dormer will help.
Thank
No,
God
they-
you guys are here.
They released a bunch of songs. I think
Yeah.
they released like 4 or 5 songs or something like that.
Yeah.
They're really great too.
Yes.
Exciting.
But now we
Yeah.
get to hear your voice.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm really nervous about it.
It'll be great. It'll be great. Okay, so let's talk about Anna, the return of Anna. Her hair is looking great, so we know she's doing well still.
Yeah.
That's
She
the
looks
indicator.
sober. She's on it.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
The baby looks great. She had the cousin.
Yeah.
More of the family.
Well, she didn't have the cousin. She had a cousin. Yes.
Yes.
She had
Her niece.
The house one.
She had her niece with her.
She just popped her out. You know.
Oh, her niece. Oh, I'm sorry, the kid's cousin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Her which goes to, it kind of makes me sad that I think that cousin will be closer to the baby.
Oh.
Because she's always with her.
Yeah.
You could tell. I mean, it doesn't matter. That was just my own observation.
But I like that they're like keeping her as an integral part in that family.
Yeah.
It was cool. Yeah. Do we think that there's ever going to be anything more with Anna and Mike?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to think about it longer?
Well, them even bringing it back up in this episode, I'm like, they're dropping hints. It's
It
going
was
to
so
happen.
weird. Yeah, I was like, all right.
It was
I guess
beautiful.
I could see it. But can we talk about
Daddy?
Sure.
So good looking. What is he from though? He's from
He's
another
from,
show.
The New Girl. Or no.
I actually don't
Yeah.
know. Was he on an episode of New
No,
Girl?
he's not. Oh my god, he's in so much.
Actually, the fans are probably going to see it
yeah,
right now.
tweet it.
It's
Take it a
Mario
second.
Lopez.
Shut your mouth.
It's Mario Lopez.
No, my dream is that this is going to be a Mamma Mia situation. So that's actually maybe not the dad. Then there's two other dads, and he's going to go search, and it's going to be a beach, and there's going to be singing. And I feel
And a wedding.
I feel like Jesus might sing in episode 19. We may find out who the dad is.
Mamma
And if you haven't seen Mamma Mia,
Go
the Meryl
again.
Streep version, you should really watch
good.
it. Maybe it's
Stop
on
it.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, remember her bedroom in that? There was like blue teal wall.
Yes, it was in
It was an
Greece.
incredible blue wall.
Yes.
And like a white bedspread, some like red intricacies
My
on
dream.
it. I have Pinterest. I've seen it.
My dream.
My dream.
We're gonna honeymoon it. You'll sing every night. Separate beds. Wait, so going back to what you said about the dad, we have no indication right now that that is actually the father.
He looked at him like,
He
damn,
knew.
that's exactly what I looked like when I was a kid.
Well, that, and I actually thought the way he looked at him that he knows who they are, like
has
that
to.
he knows, and that, which is going to be an issue if that's the case, because then that's going to upset Jesus and Mariana that he may have potentially known and didn't go after them.
Okay, but here's the thing: the cousin said that a guy named Gabriel is at the construction place. I don't think she knows that it was this Gabriel.
Yeah, she could have just pulled that out of her butt.
Yeah, but then why introduce him? Come on, there are too many people on the show as it is. Let's not introduce characters for no reason.
I think it's a red herring.
I don't know, man.
No.
I'm still holding
Man,
out for the
where's
Mamma
Robert
Mia.
Quinn at? Where's Robert?
No, but seriously, where is he at? When are we bringing him back? Because I'm actually really upset he hasn't shown up in an episode yet. Y'all know how I feel about him.
They're just like obsessed with Kerr Smith.
Oh,
like
right.
100%. And
Fair enough.
And I get
He
it.
is. He's everything.
A handsome silver fox.
everything.
Yeah, I get it.
Guys, if
You're everything also, though, don't worry.
That's just
Guys,
me.
if Callie does a musical, Robert Quinn will come see it.
Oh,
Yeah?
I don't think Callie's gonna do
No,
that.
you're like,
I love watching you guys guess. It's great. I'm not gonna give anything away.
I know, and we do it like we're so
Callie
certain.
was playing the guitar, right?
yeah, she does sing, doesn't she? She sings and plays the guitar in like real
She
life.
sang in the first season.
And
So,
Maia Mitchell sings from the beach movie thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
Teen
beach,
Beach
movie.
movie.
So she's
Beach
gonna
movie.
sing though in the like musical.
Oh, someone
Stop
actually
it.
figured out who the dad is.
Oh.
Ali Shaw tweeted, Brandon Quinn is from the Vampire Diaries.
Wait,
That's
his last
what
name
it
Quinn?
is.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Quinn?
his name is Quinn. Yeah,
That's
Brandon
funny.
That
Quinn.
is funny.
I don't watch Vampire
Oh, and he was
Diaries.
also on Charmed, which I used to watch back in the
And
day.
that's what I know him
Yeah.
from.
No, I know him from
That just shows
Vampire
our
Diaries.
age.
Right.
I'm just not convinced that Gabriel is who we think of them.
Maybe not, but he did look at him and he recognized him.
Yeah.
But it's just like one more secret that Anna now has on us.
That's just gonna be weird too, because we don't. If they were really dating, then it was because like, no, you're a crackhead now. I can't be with you. Oh, I didn't know that those were my babies. I don't know. Like that's what was the situation that initially happened then?
Yeah. I was curious to see that Jesus was acting on his own because him and Mariana have been so close in that aspect of their life, like the grandparents together and like other things. So
It's all about the friend, man.
Yeah.
It's that
Nick is trouble.
he is trouble.
But mind
Nick
you,
is Tibble.
yeah.
He's a
Yes.
bad influence.
Oh my god! Somebody's gonna get stabbed. Not seriously.
Let it be Nick. Sorry.
Wow.
No, but you know what?
Seriously, if these
Or
kids had read
shots,
Romeo and
like the
Juliet,
Baz
they're
Luhrmann version.
just not gonna
Or
get
Zephyr
this.
Baz Luhrmann.
Yes.
You know
lines.
how females are a little more mature than boys? I feel like Jesus, it's what Mariana did with Anna. It's the same thing. You
raise your
need-
child.
It's important to have that connection with your mother or father. So Jesus is just going through it now. So that's why he's being proactive and now kind of wondering who his dad was. And it was less important for him to find out who his mom was. But
Devin Perez tweeted, I think Gabriel does know who they are. Did you see the way he looked at Jesus? So you're not the only one.
Yes, I did see
You're
it.
not the only one.
Stephanie saw all things.
I did.
So, yeah, I don't know where that's going.
Well, we'll see it in next week's episode because we saw in the preview that he does ask.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's do some predictions, y'all.
Y'all.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So, in the preview, we saw lots of kissing. We
Well,
saw
almost kissing.
Yeah,
almost kissing.
Yeah.
Ooh, you guys better kiss. I need it.
I mean, they have to.
It's my favorite. Because Callie is just like, that's too frustrating. We can be hopeful. It's allowed. It's okay. It's beautiful. This is the
Well, I
couple
mean,
to go for.
obviously, if we're playing Romeo and Juliet, we're gonna have to kiss at some point.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's
It's not as simple. As,
and when
He
does
said
it
it
when
would
does it matter?
Yeah.
that's
That's
what you
true.
gotta.
When
that's
does
what
it
you
not
gotta-
matter?
Goodbye, dear Romeo, in 3 words indeed. That's what
Only
it
but love,
matters.
and I'll be new baptized, y'all. Baptize me.
with saliva?
Yes.
Or
Yes, girl.
just saying.
There's just so much to look forward to. There's a pool, as you mentioned.
Well, okay, so I'm excited because of the Brandon and Callie interaction in the preview. Callie says something about moving on. We see that Brandon goes into like kiss the girl, and I feel like maybe he's still holding on to Callie because, and we talked about this a lot last week. Obviously, you weren't here, but like Brandon projecting what he thinks about Callie onto you and Mariana's situation. And I just feel like he's gonna still be hung up, especially because AJ is nowhere to be found now, or he's obviously away, so Callie is free to, do whatever she wants. So I feel like maybe that girl goes into kiss, and then he holds back. He's like, I don't know.
Ooh.
It could also be them rehearsing a scene.
No, this is the bartender.
The bartender.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I was zoning out. But I cannot talk about the bartender.
Because you just don't agree with
Courtney.
it. Yeah. Courtney, you're too old.
I'll yell again.
Yeah.
Jordan, can you tell us this? This won't be a spoiler. Can you tell us if Courtney, the character who's the bartender girl, is older than Brandon in the show? Like, is she?
Do you guys know that yet? Or do you, what
Yes,
do you,
she's
what
a
do you-
bartender.
It's
Oh.
assumed.
We like assumed.
Oh, of course, yes.
She's out of high school.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Also, question. Would you, when you were younger, would you, like at 17, 18, if like a 21, 22-year-old girl was trying to holler at you, would you be about it?
Yeah,
Yeah, because he's
Because-
smart.
of course.
Because she'll buy you alcohol. Just kidding. Don't answer that.
I won't.
Don't answer
I
that.
will not.
I don't know. I can't talk about Courtney.
Anyways,
But I'll say this. Just kidding. I'm not happy about it.
Maybe
yeah.
she has a boyfriend though.
Well, she just got over a really bad breakup. Remember, she talked about that.
Oh yeah, and then I forgot about that. Totally forgot.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
I don't know.
But Brandon also already talked to her about Callie. Like, didn't drop her name. So Chica's smarter. She's older. She's not gonna want to make out with the dude who's clearly still hung up on his ex.
whatever. They could have a little fling if they want. I don't think Callie is also not over it. She keeps bringing it up, and she's only bringing it up because she misses him and she wants to talk to him and she wants to talk about that. So they both want it. They're
Okay,
just
what
trying to
about
be
this?
Otherwise,
They're hanging out. They're not defining the relation. And they go to see they go to see Romeo and Juliet together.
Okay, well,
was
first of
gonna
all, I'm
say
going to
Jizzle.
debunk your theory right
Jizzle.
now because Brandon is going to be playing the
darn
piano.
it. Okay, how about
And
this?
possibly
she
singing in
comes
the
to
show.
see Orange Jizzle.
Okay.
And he's like, baby, Courtney, it's us. This is our love.
Shut up.
And Courtney's like,
Baby.
yo, you got the wrong lesson. I'm Rosaline. I'm too good for you. I left before the show started, yo.
brought it together.
Right?
Good job, man. That was
Damn,
good.
you dropped the Rosaline on there. Get it.
It was good.
For those of you who don't know who Romeo was in love with before Juliet.
Does anybody have any other prediction?
I don't really have any this week.
That Mariana's going to be in my life, and I'm happy about it. Yeah.
Got you.
Anything you want to tell us before you leave about Jordan's life, not Matt's, or is that do we cover in the beginning?
Oh no, yeah, just the music stuff's happening and
Exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I'm still like in the process of it all, but it's a really exciting process.
And you said yeah, please.
I did a few episodes of Faking It.
Nice.
That's coming out soon. And I just went to the production office just then to get like my rap gift or whatever, and they're just like the episodes look great, so I'm really excited.
Yay!
Yeah.
I love that show.
Look out for that. And then you said there are some videos on YouTube, or there will be.
There are a couple of videos on YouTube. But
Okay, we're gonna
there'll
swarm
be
them.
more. Yeah.
And where can everybody find you on Twitter until then?
It's it's Jordan JR.
Fabulous.
No apostrophe.
Just one word.
All right, well, this is so much fun. Thank you for joining us again.
Yes,
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah,
It's a lot
absolutely.
of fun.
Thank you. Why don't you lead us off, Jillian?
Sure. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jillian Leff. You can send me song requests on my Snapchat at Jillian Leff. I take them all week long. And I'm excited for next week's episode.
Thank you for singing for us.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
And you can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi, on Instagram at the Stephanie Giorgi, and for the American Crime Story, The People vs. OJ After Show, after this.
Sweet. And y'all can find me on Instagram and Twitter at the Hot Shot Dude.
And I tweet from Jeff Masters 1. We'll see you next week. 'Tis 20 years till then. Deuces. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To
Hannah.
listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Expressed are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.